What's going on, guys? The Comics Kid 2099 here to talk about the second Captain America movie with Reb Brown. This one is called Death Too Soon. This came out the same year as the previous Captain America movie, and I found out today that both of these movies were intended to be pilot episodes for an ongoing TV show. And then it did not get picked up for an ongoing TV show, and I am not the least bit surprised. Now, this movie is a marked improvement over the first movie, but not by much. It's still pretty bad. Now, it does manage to avoid my biggest problem with the previous movie, in that that movie spent like 3/4 of its runtime with the main character not sure if he wanted to do anything, being pretty inactive throughout the entire movie. This one, since he already has his superpowers, we kick right into the plot, and Captain America is actually doing stuff. So, in that way, this is a much better movie. Also, this had a $3 million budget in 1979 dollars. The first movie had a $1 million budget, and I have to say I have no idea where the extra $2 million went. Now, Christopher Lee is in this movie. This is what he looks like right there. Don't know if you can see that. I don't know how big he was in 1979. I know he was in one of the Roger Moore James Bond movies. He played Scaramanga. I have no idea when that was compared to this, but I don't know how big of a draw he was. If they got the extra $2 million and then like half of that went to Christopher Lee, I have no idea. But he's great here. I always love seeing Christopher Lee, even when it's in a bad movie. He doesn't have a whole lot to do, but I like him more than the bad guy from the previous movie. Also, we have a government contact guy who doesn't actually interact with Captain America, but he interacts with Captain America's boss, and I recognized him from the Ellery Queen TV show. He was the annoying reporter guy from that show. He's here, and then also there's a guy who I feel like he's probably been in more well-known stuff that I have not seen, but the actor who played Dr. Kroger from the TV series Monk is in this. He plays one of Christopher Lee's minions. So anyway, the basic plot is that Christopher Lee is a terrorist named Miguel, and he is wanting to invent this serum that will super age people, and then once he has the serum, he threatens to use this if the government does not pay him $1 million or something like that. And then he sprays Portland, and then they start aging at a rapid rate. It's like 38 days per hour or something like that. And the government is kind of dragging its feet, like, we're not sure if we want to pay this guy. And then Captain America is able to track down this town that Miguel is actually operating in. And the most interesting part of this movie is that pretty much everyone in the town either works for Miguel or refuses to help Steve because they are afraid of what will happen to them if Miguel finds out that they're helping some stranger who came into town. So when Steve first goes into this town, everyone is giving him the cold shoulder or flat out attacking him, saying like, you need to get out of here. And it was interesting getting to see Steve deal with this kind of, I won't say ethical dilemma, but eventually you find out that this small little town of like 250 people, that they were the testing ground for this serum that Miguel has been working on. He sprayed them with it, and then he's been giving them just enough antidote to keep them from aging, but he basically wants them all to stay in line and help him out. And that's why Steve is encountering so much resistance in this town. And that's a good way to kind of stall the plot a little bit. It's better than him taking like 3/4 of the movie to actually decide to do something like in the first movie. But overall, once Steve kind of is able to convince this one woman, hey, you need to help me, things start moving along, and then Steve chases Miguel. There is some absolutely ludicrous action stuff here. I didn't talk too much about the action in the first movie. There's one scene in this movie where Captain America is at a wall, and it's like there's a road that's like, a good 12 feet above him at this wall, and he picks up his motorcycle and throws it, and then it just gently lands on the road up above where he is. And it looks like maybe they had some wires on this motorcycle, and they like picked up the motorcycle, and then they just reversed that footage so the motorcycle gently lands down. That was pretty funny. And then also there's one part where he is driving, I think I read on the internet it was Folsom Dam. He's driving along the dam, and then he pushes a button, and then his motorcycle becomes a hang glider. And then we have an extended scene of him basically in a flying motorcycle, and that was pretty funny. It looked okay for 1979, especially on such a small budget, but it still looks pretty silly. There's no way that you can make a motorcycle with a hang glider look cool. It is always going to look silly. Also, at the very beginning of the movie, Steve is painting an elderly lady. He tells her she has the face of Farrah Fawcett, and then she tells him she's scared of these muggers who are always attacking elderly people and stealing their pension checks, and so Steve uses this elderly lady as bait to draw out the muggers. That was maybe the hardest that I've laughed in a very long time. I really love that scene. So anyway, better than the previous movie. We get some more proactiveness with our main character. I feel like the plot makes a little bit more sense. With the previous movie, there was a whole lot of, wait a minute, I don't understand, how did this happen going on? Here, you don't have that as much. I feel like it's a little bit more straightforward. I understand that they probably didn't want to just jump into, here's a guy who's Captain America and then he fights bad guys, but I think if they had started with this, maybe they would have had a better chance of getting picked up. Maybe not, because they still didn't get picked up. But I wonder if they were already working a little harder at trying to get people to take them seriously because they had the previous movie that they were trying to get everyone to forget. I wonder if that's going on. But I like this better than the previous one, but it's still not great. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Captain America Death Too Soon. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, I will see you guys in the future with more videos. Have a great rest of your day.